All right. Awesome to be back out on the field. Just great to be back out there with the guys, and just it's an exciting time right now. I'm sure the guys that were at practice at the beginning, sensed it's a lot different. Okay, energy was a lot different. Pace was a lot different. Thought the kids, were really excited to be out there. I told them, I said, we had great effort. I thought they practiced really fast. Now we got some execution stuff that we need to clean up, but that's going to be with any first day. But it's just like a breath of fresh air to be back out on the field. So very pleased with everything from day one, and now we get to go look at the film and correct everything, because we can all do things better. Coaches, we can do things better. Thursday, players, I told them, find things that you can do better on Thursday, but we just got to build on each day. But it was just it was good to be back out there together.
Coach, we saw some of the new drills, as you mentioned. What's kind of the balance of trying to keep it fresh but not get away from your culture?
Well, I think it's just doing things a little bit differently, but still focused on fundamental football, but just doing it a little bit different. But I think that doing some things different and change of routine, change is good. And after what we went through last year, change was needed in a lot of areas. And I've got to continue to evolve, and I've got to change. And I think the kids are enjoying it and embracing it.
How much of this off season was maybe just picking the brains of people and just trying to get different ideas, coming into this?
Well, we got 6 new on-field coaches and several new off-the-field support staff people. So there's a lot of new ideas that walked in the door, and then just with their connections, a lot of research there, and then just with how we're practicing. Not only this spring but this fall. Coach Williams and I started back in the as soon as the season was over, just kind of researching ways to do things better from a preparation standpoint. And I just think that like I said, change is good in this situation, and I think that it's going to benefit all of us.
Was there any sloppiness at all or anything with all these new offensive coaches, all these new offensive players?
Well, there was a little bit of sloppiness late in practice, just because the tempo of practice is different now. So it's and some of them got a little gas. It's first day out there. You go from doing OTAs and lifting weights to all of a sudden going out there and having a 21-period practice at a very high pace, and so a little bit of fatigue there towards the end. But that's all right. They kept their energy and kept going. So that's what I mean is, if you can clean some of that stuff up, that'll be the challenge. Week 1, Saturday we'll put on pads. So you're probably going to see another round of sloppiness as they learn to incorporate all this into pads and padded practice and some live action. So, but it's that's part of the progression.
I talked to Coach Freeman yesterday. He seemed excited about how physical this spring was going to eventually be. Is that something you kind of ease into, the going it too physical early? Or do you?
Well, Saturday will be a physical practice. That's we've already scripted out and put together all of this week, and so kind of building up towards it. Thursday will be very similar to today. We'll put on shoulder pads on Friday, but we're going to be out there much shorter, just because I want them fresh for Saturday morning. But Saturday morning will be a very physical practice, and I hope the weather will cooperate with us, because we have junior day, so we'll have a lot of recruits on campus. We'll be in the stadium, but with that intensity, they can sit there and they can talk about what they're going to do, in helmets, but that tempo is different than, when they put the pads on. But, you'll have some live action Saturday, and so we'll start seeing that physicality incorporated in.
How did the QBs look today, and how did y'all go about digging up those reps on practice one?
So I thought both of them looked really good. Obviously there's some things that, they've got to clean up, but, both of them I thought displayed good control of the base offense. I thought both of them showed the arm talent that they both have, and both of them made some really nice throws. Intermediate down the field. I thought we saw some of the new speed that we have at receiver out there today. So, today Caton was with the 1s and Jake was with the 2s. I'm sure that we'll flip that on Thursday. and just see how they both handle that other role. But I thought both of them looked very good today.
Transitioning from winter workouts into spring football, did anybody stand out coming out of winter that made some drastic changes in their work with Coach Williams?
Well, I think there's several, but I think the one that stands out to me on defense is Mike Edwards. He's done a good job of putting on some solid muscle weight. He's doing a really good job just in his personal life and around here and around campus, and I'm really proud of him because he's kind of grown up, and he's a talented player. So I'm excited to see what what he's going to do this spring and this fall with all the work that he's put in.
Coach, with Siobhan obviously sitting out this spring, how much of an opportunity is that for the other corners to really step up and establish themselves?
A great opportunity. IBM, are you ready to step in and be a guy? Drew Lamp, are you ready to come in here and compete for a starting job? Tamir, are you ready to take that next step? Dalen and Rico, they got to play a little bit last year late in the season. Are they ready to be able to be dependent on and travel? So we'll see, but they're going to get plenty of opportunities and plenty of reps. And the one thing I can promise you, they're going to be challenged. So it'll be good to watch them.
Is this too early to kind of think about where offensive line slots in? I know obviously but just kind of getting those guys moving.
I mean, they're moving around. They've worked very hard, but until you put on pads and have live action, it's hard to tell. And just like what I was saying about the corners now, we have 4 returning seniors and 1 transfer senior on the defensive front, and they're all really good players. And we have a couple of underclassmen that are really good players. So, in order for our offense to be productive this spring, our offensive line will have to play at a high level, because they're going to be challenged by our defensive front.
It looked like a few of those guys were struggling with the running early in practice, so is that a thing too, getting used to that tempo?
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of new stuff, and like the first 3 periods of practice were completely new. I mean, I spent the first 15 minutes of the team meeting today explaining what we were doing and making sure we were organized. We spent more time as coaches the last 2 days just making sure everybody's organized, making sure the new offensive staff knows where they are on the field. And but I thought for all the new people and things, it went pretty smooth. I don't know. You guys observed it, so you could probably tell more than I could.
It's high energy.
Yeah.
I mean, each year you're up here. I mean, you're excited. Is this year?
Yes.
Do you have like maybe an extra anticipation just with that new coaches, new players, new quarterback room? I mean, I was kind of all that.
I'm just excited. I'm excited about the direction of our program, and I'm ready to get the nasty taste out of my mouth, and so that's what I'm excited for. I appreciate these kids. I'm excited about our new coaches. I'm excited about our returning coaches. I appreciate our donors that have really stayed behind us and really been committed to our program. And so my excitement is for getting Pirate football back to where we all want it to be and exceeding anything we've done here the past several years. All right. Thanks a lot.